I'm Luigi Primo, and I persevered against the 20 opponents in the Battle Royal and won the Battle Royal a championship. And this is all that's left of my trophy after a painful Apollo smashed it. This is all that's left of my pizza after what he did. But do you think after 11 years of being a 170-pounder wrestler that is smashing me and beating me down would have defeated me? Painful Paul, do you think that you have the fire of the oven that it keeps me coming back after I get smashed time and time again? You can't defeat me, Painful Paul, because I'm Luigi Primo and I make a best of pizza.
Only one surefire way to kick off Lunacy right in front of a monster-sized crowd. Albuquerque, New Mexico is showing out. And that's with the 7-foot-tall, Painful Paul of the Sinclair Monster Corporation. My name is Joe Dabrowski, Mark Roberts, and Zach Amico by my side. And gentlemen, the Sinclair Monster Corporation has absolutely ripped through everybody brave enough to stand in their way.
And it's all because of the direction of that woman, Jasmine St. Clair. You know, I'm feeling a little bit under the weather today. I wonder if she's already started my arsenic poisoning. I heard she had a few husbands who died that way.
Oh, I didn't know you were that close.
Weighing 170 pounds from the old country, Luigi Primo.
Well, one thing you can say about Luigi Primo, the man is absolutely fearless. The man is absolutely brave as hell, and he's been on the front lines fighting the Monster Corporation every single step of the way. But you know what? It ended in sweet victory, Zach, because Luigi Primo was able to vanquish the Monsters and become the Battle Royal champion.
Yeah, the pizza and the giant.
Luigi Primo face to face with Painful Paul. Luigi Primo eliminated Painful Paul from that Battle Royal. And if you remember after the matchup, at that point in time, the Battle Royal champion had a trophy to represent it. That got smashed by Painful Paul, and Primo still pissed off and not backing down. A second on the toe on the face of Paul. The drop kick.
One way to take the giant off of his game, but how long can it last for Primo?
Hey, so far it's working great. He's got him distracted. He's sticking and moving is what he's got to do with a big opponent like that.
Luigi tossed himself, but got caught. Oh, no.
Oh, my God, that is 9 feet in the air from that canvas.
But look at him. He's got him in a sleeper.
Yeah, rear naked choke, riding Paul, making Paul carry all of Luigi's weight. Gonna choke the giant down the side. Oh, man, what impact.
This crowd is hot in Albuquerque at the historic Sunshine Theater. They love Luigi Primo.
Luigi thrusts that pizza into the gut of Painful Paul, but Jasmine
come on.
Sinclair.
Oh, that fucking awful bitch.
And Luigi into the big boot. Oh, man. That could be all. Luigi fought his ass off, but the Monster Corporation dominant as ever. Guys, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think anybody in the Monster Corporation has been pinned or submitted since signing their names over to Jasmine Sinclair.
And they might as well sign their names to Satan himself, this serpentine woman who slithers her way through wrestling promotions. I will never trust her for 1 second, not after what she did to my brother years ago.
Want to elaborate on that?
My older brother, you don't trust me.
That'll
Well
be
documented.
something to make it some couch time. But regardless, Jasmine Sinclair only grows in power and influence as her monster's win streak grows along with it.
Poor Luigi.
Well, a tough day at the office for Luigi Primo, the Battle Royal champion. Painful Paul the win, Joe Dombrowski, Mark Roberts, and Zach Amico here. And in this broadcast, the tag team tournament, which we have been anticipating the finale of for many, many weeks. Zach, it's going to be finalized. The two best teams in Juggalo Championship Wrestling, the Backseats, the Brothers of Construction, they will go at it. Only one team can reign supreme.
That's right, the two best teams, but also the two best teams of brothers here in JCW, and it's finally time to see which team of brothers truly is the greatest in the history of JCW wrestling tag teams.
With the brothers tandems, it's all about family here this week. And also, because it's father versus son, how about Ricky Morton teaching a lesson to Kerry, or at least attempting to?
For a few episodes of Lunacy, we have seen Ricky and Kerry tag together, and we haven't seen Ricky get physically involved yet because Kerry wouldn't tag him in. We're going to see a Ricky Morton match tonight, fellas, when he gets his hand on his petulant son.
Well, Colby Corino has a wrestling family, but Caleb Connley is not part of it. These are two of the most unsavory, untrustworthy individuals in all of JCW, but they're on the same side of the ring tonight, taking on the Neon Blondes. That's up in just a moment, but first, let's see how a Caleb Connley, Colby Corino strategy session may look like.
Greatest of all time, baby. Oh, Kobe! What's up, buddy? How you doing? You know we're teaming tonight.
I know.
Yeah.
I've seen how you treat your tag team partners, and I'm kind of wise to your shit.
You're wise to my shit. I've seen your matches. I've seen your tag team partners.
Yeah, and I'm a former JCW champion who hasn't lost the belts. So,
Oh, okay. Listen, Colby, I understand you're a little anxious about tonight, but I've known you. I've known your family your entire life, and I would never treat you any different than your family treats me. You have my word.
Tonight's next match is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. Weighs 250 pounds from Charlotte, North Carolina. Here's your JCW American Champion, The Obsession, Caleb Connley.
Mark, on the surface, Caleb Connley and Colby Corino have a hell of a lot in common. They're fish out of water at JCW, but can their egos coexist to succeed in this match?
We haven't seen either coexist well lately, so Colby had a shot at gold, briefly held the tag championships, his waist is empty tonight.
Yeah, well, because he didn't have the money to pay up because, Shane Mercer, to be your friend, you got to meet his price. But no mercenaries for hire here.
I would not unwrap anything a Juggalo sent me, especially if they threw it in the ring. Getting to look at two of our champions here at JCW in this tag team matchup. We've got the American champion, Caleb Connley, and our women's champion, Dynamite Danny Moe, across from each other.
Danny Moe may be my pick for most inspirational JCW wrestler. The way she's held that women's title stood up to the test of everybody that stood in her way, from Sassy Elizabeth to Katie Forbes on down the line. Fasad's been chasing that American title, and keep in mind what happened a few episodes ago. Caleb Connley hired the aforementioned Shane Mercer to beat the bloody hell out of Fasad before the match even started. Caleb Connley, one move, one hip toss, pinned Fasad. Fasad is not forgotten about.
You're right, that was a great hip toss. I'm still so impressed. What a maneuver.
That was not my point.
Well, are either of these men, Corino and Connley, paying each other to be out here tonight? I don't know. I don't know how they work together. Caleb Connley says that he was a Juggalo in middle school. His life went in a different direction, but he claims that that Juggalo dumb. It's clear from this crowd that the athletes on the other side of the ring are the real Juggalos here.
So Caleb Connley's trying to claim himself as family. He's one of us.
That's right.
Well,
The entitled Juggalo.
Yeah.
The American obsession, of course.
Emphasis on the entitled. I think Caleb Connley is just trying to shoehorn himself anywhere he can go, whether it's touring the world as the American champion, whether it's to the top of JCW, and you can see Fasad and Caleb talking trash in the early going. These men absolutely hate one another, and it all centers around that desire to be American champion.
Fasad had one thing on his mind, and that was that American title, and those dreams crashed and burned after quite a beating by the mercenary Shane Mercer. You gotta think that's really sticking in his craw right now. Maybe he doesn't want to get too emotional, that's why he's tagging in Danny.
Yeah, maybe a smart strategy by Fasad to bide his time.
Don't let him get in his head.
And the two champions, to your point, Zach, are starting this match. Danny Moe springs off with the elbow.
We've seen these two in tag team action before, back a few months ago when Caleb Connley had Ray Larson as his partner.
Yeah, Fasad tagged in now. Obviously, the American title is not in jeopardy in this match, but if Fasad can get a pin over Caleb Connley in this match, you got to believe Violent J, the Duke of the Wicked, would be open to giving him another shot at Caleb as Fasad down with a Vader bomb. Danny Moe in kind. This could be all early, and a kick out by the champion.
Colby Corino absolutely frustrated on the outside, chomping at the bit.
Well, I think you're seeing already the teamwork come into play for the Neon Blondes, who have made two, I think maybe three tags now to Caleb and Colby Zero. Here comes Hurricane Daddy!
Takes Caleb right out of the ring. And
Caleb
Zach,
looks like he's done with it. Caleb's walking out. Caleb says, fuck this shit.
Caleb looked at Colby like, where the hell were you?
Colby's not gonna let him.
I thought you were one of them.
Nope. Colby says, get in there, but Caleb says, fuck this shit.
You don't walk out in a fight in JCW. How off the deep end do you got to be when Colby Corino's the voice of reason?
very fair question. I didn't know that this Albuquerque crowd knew Colby Corino like that.
Well, welcome to Albuquerque, where anyone on the street will gladly shave your back for a nickel. Wacka wacka doo doo, yeah.
I have many questions. Colby Corino, though, can have questions of how he got beat. Danny the roll up for 2. Colby, somebody that hates the bright colors of Facade and Danny Moe, hates their flash, hates their personality. Oh, and Caleb Connley, the assist to the outside, and Colby, second generation, takes over.
Deposits Danny Moe right outside the ring.
Yep, dumps her right on the concrete. That's a fine how do you do.
Reckless abandon by Colby Corino, who has, I believe, nearly 20 years or so of experience to his game, and he's not even 30 years old yet. That speaks to the advantage of growing up in a wrestling household. And Danny Moe caught in the fireman carry. Nice takedown.
And that's after Caleb got a few more licks on her on the outside. While the referee was distracted. Here, Colby setting up that inverted senton that we love to see.
Nailed it.
Colby loved to show off, and taunting Facade, 2 count only. I like the strategy by Colby and Caleb. They knew Facade would come in with a hot temper, and they're trying to keep him isolated out of this ring, and certainly watching his neon blonde teammate, Danny Moe, be assaulted in such a way is only going to piss him off more.
Clear size and strength advantage for Colby, really wrenching on the limbs of Danny Moe there, picking her up now right into the corner.
Well, Caleb and Colby don't have a lot of experience together, but they know how to be a great tag team. They have the experience, and Danny Moe has been cut off of Facade, but she's still swinging. Oh. And Caleb a swing of his own.
Caleb not holding back because he is facing a female competitor. Here in JCW, we do not discriminate, whether it is violence or friendship.
I think Caleb just.
I know.
Oh, wait a minute. I think he's singing the national anthem while stepping on Danny Moe in such a disrespectful and painful way.
I believe that's a North Carolina moose knuckle lock.
Well, you talk about not discriminating in JCW. Caleb Connley seems to discriminate against all juggalos equally. But Danny Moe looking to fight out of the corner. Oh, no. Got caught. Ooh. Atomic drop, compressing the tailbone. Caleb's going to win. No.
Compressing the tailbone. Very, very professional way of saying knee to the puss.
That's why you're here, Zach. You're here to translate me.
No problem. Sometimes you got to make sure people know what you mean.
Danny Moe with the elbows. She breaks the grip. Fast pace. It's in her wheelhouse. Can't hold Caleb's shoulders down.
Spinning her back over.
Oh, back fist. Caught her flush.
Shades of human tornado with that back slap there.
American champion Caleb Connley, who went through hell and high water to beat Too Tough Tony to reclaim the title.
Look at Danny.
Drop to the back of his head. Danny Moe, the poison runner.
She needs to make it to her corner. She's got an opportunity now to tag in Facade. The Neon Ninja awaits.
Well, Caleb needs a tag too, but he's not moving. I don't think Caleb or Danny Moe know where each other's corner is.
Colby's on the side of the ring tearing his fucking hair out. This is not the result he was looking for in tonight's matchup.
Reaching, Facade's in! Wait a minute!
Whoa!
Colby
Check
just
out what happened on the apron over here on the stage.
Colby just short-armed Caleb! Colby wanted nothing to do with the wrath of Facade. Hey! Facade wanted Caleb Connley. Colby knew it, and Colby took a shortcut out of here.
Hey, listen, he's got to wrestle again another day, and sometimes that's the important thing to do is conserve your body.
That's not how a tag team thinks. Wait a minute.
Watch out.
Oh, Colby didn't get far away enough. Facade soars with a plancha.
Some 6-7 feet away from the ring is not far enough to avoid Facade in that aerial assault.
Facade hits the hyper crush. Caleb Connley down. He's going to pin the American champion. No, kick out.
Nope, Caleb's still stronger than that. That guy can reach down. He has got another tank in there. and that most people don't realize what a tough guy Caleb is.
Caleb's like a cockroach. He won't die on you. He'll find a way to hide, to squirm away, and then survive. But Fasad's going for a heavy hitter. Walking the tightrope. Now Colby.
Not if Colby has anything to say about it.
Oh, Colby's so good at picking his spots. And after walking out on his tag team partner, Colby Corino and Caleb Connley back on the same page because they see another breath of life in their chances to get the winner's purse money.
You know, I'm so glad these guys can work out their differences and still form a great team and put on a great match for these wonderful people who really appreciate it.
Boy, are you looking on the bright side of life. Double back suplex. Oh, Fasad took out the knee of Caleb. Colby's not safe. Oh, no.
Zach Amico looking through the world through rose-colored eyeshadow over here.
Well,
I was just enjoying the visual there.
Yeah, that's not how Colby Corino saw the world a minute ago. And Colby, it goes from bad to worse. No counter. There goes Fasad.
With a thud.
Oh, Colby sneaks over to Danny Moe. Bridges that gap.
Maybe going for a superplex.
Yeah.
Letting the crowd know he thinks they're number one.
This is old school. Cowboy Bob Orton. Danny Moe. Firm grip on that top turnbuckle. Not going anywhere.
Uh-oh.
Sunset Bob. Colby's reaching for Caleb. Caleb's on the ramp hurt. Danny Moe.
Loosen him up a little bit.
Uh-oh.
Has Colby out of sorts. Fasad. The exclamation point. Ooh.
Walking the ropes like in the circus is the Neon Ninja Fasad, and they've done it.
And Caleb Connley had a chance to save Colby Corino, but just like Colby did to Caleb, Caleb backed off. No honor among thieves. Those egos couldn't coexist in the same ring, but the Neon Blondes, one of the best knit units JCW's ever seen, and they earned this win.
Caleb really could have broken up that pin. I Colby wants everyone to know he does not, in fact, suck dick. That was a lie by the crowd. They are lying liars chanting a lie.
Well, I don't have any evidence against that, but Colby should be concerned. He lost the match. And maybe take that up with Caleb Connley as far as what took place there. Somebody, though, that is not used to losing, Jasmine Sinclair. And her and Mr. Happy have been on a tear.
Mr. Happy isn't feeling so happy right now, but that's about to change. Because tonight, he crushes not one opponent, but two opponents. And everyone knows the St. Clair Monster Corporation is all about breaking bones and crushing bodies. At the St. Clair Monster Corporation, we spread our name by the way of pain.
The purveyor of the peculiar, Barnabas the Bizarre, brings my traveling auditorium to the land of lunacy, Juggalo Championship Wrestling, where I unveil my grandest attraction, from the witch trials of Salem to the voodoo graves of New Orleans. Twin
Well, much respect to Ricky Rebel, a 2-year pro from Rockwell, Texas, who is used to bucking authority and shaking the foundation everywhere he goes. He's a Division II rugby player once upon a time, transitioned that toughness into pro wrestling, but guys, he better be on his game tonight.
Weighing 260 pounds of fusion from the realm of magic, he is the Magic Man,
So Malik Vile calls himself the world's greatest magician, and from talking to him earlier today, he wants to springboard this JCW appearance into maybe a residency out in Las Vegas, maybe a primetime special. Malik Vile feels like he is the top illusionist in the world, and maybe he's going to demonstrate himself now.
Oh, look, he disappeared out of nowhere.
Well, he may have appeared, but he may want to make himself disappear in about the next 15 seconds, because going to go from, well, center stage to maybe under the stage, maybe through the ring.
He just pulled a bird out of his hat.
accompanied by Jasmine Sinclair, weighing in at 666 pounds, from the cellar closet, he is one part of the St. Clair Monster Corporation, Mr. Happy.
You know, Joe, both of the men in the ring have some good size on them, but they are not compared to Mr. Happy.
Yeah, both of those men combined weight does not equal one Mr. Happy, who is the most intimidating and unsettling happy person I've ever seen in my life.
An absolute gargantuan is Mr. Happy. I mean, I can't even see the other two competitors. I'm sitting behind the guy.
He's a walking eclipse, is Mr. Happy.
Jasmine St. Clair says Mr. Happy will certainly be pleased after having his way with these two men. We'll see if that prediction bears out from this crazy rich woman. I know you've questioned at times the veracity of the wealth of some JCW managers. I don't in this situation.
No, Jasmine has made it very clear her intentions, and she's executed them perfectly. And if I'm Vile and Rebel, I don't let up. Oh, Mr. Happy headbutt, just using his skull as an offensive weapon. It's thick enough, too.
I don't think this is going to be a long one, boys.
No, I think the magician might want to
Oh,
here.
look. There that is.
That is 600 pounds of agility with a spinning heel kick, for God's sake.
And I think we're about Dunsky boyskis.
Oh!
Jeez.
Well, not a happy ending for Rebel or Vile. And it's not just Mr. Happy, it's Congo Kong. It's 7-foot-tall Painful Paul, and the nucleus of the entire Monster Corporation is that evil woman in the ring, Jasmine St. Clair.
And if you noticed, Mr. Happy reaching into the mouth of his opponent, Ricky, and forcing him to smile even though he's out on the ground. What a sick individual. And I want you guys to take note. 3 different times we've seen Mr. Happy. 3 different finishing maneuvers we've seen. How many more moves this guy has that we haven't even seen yet?
Well, he doesn't get to show many in each match, Zach.
That's a great observation, though, and a hell of a question. Sometimes assassins come wearing smiles, and that may be the case with Mr. Happy of the St. Clair Monster Corporation.
He only needs the moves it takes to get a victory and then moves on.
Well, we're moving on to a very personal matchup. First time in JCW history, father versus son. Ricky Morton had these words for his evil offspring earlier today.
Now, you know me for a long time, all your life, and you know when I call you Kerry James, your ass is in trouble, don't you? Now, you feel like I embarrassed you in front of all your friends and your fans. But, buddy, sometimes it's better to be pissed off than feel like you're being pissed on. I gave you everything in your life, the Morton name, to take this on to the next generation. And you're going to turn me down like that? You're going to give that to me like that? Well, Kerry James, what you got to realize is, after this match tonight that we're going to have with each other, you know, and the worst ass whooping I ever got was from my daddy. And you better think about that. Think about that on your way to the ring, because we're going to have to call AAA to pull my foot out your ass.
Tonight's next match is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first. Weighing in 260 pounds, from Bristol, Tennessee, he is one part of the Southern Six and self-proclaimed Mr. JCW. He's the God, Kerry Morton.
So Kerry Morton has the audacity, the balls, to defy the wishes of a man who's not just his father, but one of the greatest pro wrestlers in the history of this sport, Ricky Morton. Kerry Morton has treated Ricky Morton like an underling, like an also-ran, like Ricky Morton's experience, his opinion, his time, doesn't matter. Kerry went into business for himself at the expense of his father, risking the reputation of the family name, and dares to say he's Mr. JCW when Ricky Morton was here competing in JCW day one before Kerry was even alive. What an indignant prick Kerry Morton is.
Well, one thing is true that you said there, Joe, and that is Ricky Morton has been here since day one. He is a JCW lifer over 25 years. But you know how I feel about Kerry Morton. He's taking this match so seriously. He's out here by himself to prove he can beat his dad one-on-one, no shenanigans, no bullshit. And I believe in Kerry Morton's ability to do that.
You left out the part that he's also out here alone. Oh, don't do that. What does that smell like? He's also out here alone, Zach, because all of his friends are still suspended. That's an important part, too.
Well, that's very ballsy of him.
Do you want to sit in his corner?
Weighing in 220 pounds, also from Bristol, Tennessee, he is one half of the Rock and Roll Express, a two-time Hall of Famer. He is also the father of Kerry Morton.
It's clear whose side this crowd is on.
Ricky Morton is timeless. Whether you're a fan of Memphis Wrestling, Jim Crockett Promotions, the Attitude Era, all the way up to present day, Ricky Morton has been an important part of your wrestling experience, and he's one half of your favorite tag team's favorite tag team.
I learned today that Ricky Morton once appeared in Tiger Beat magazine and is currently active on TikTok. What a run.
From Tiger Beat to AARP, Ricky Morton can do it all.
And he's still going strong, 50 years in this sport, still as passionate as ever, and these fans yell out rock and roll, and of course the famous expression, rock and roll will never die, and certainly what Ricky Morton did with Robert Gibson will live forever. But Kerry Morton, you, sir, are no Robert Gibson. You are no Ricky Morton. And Ricky's going to make sure that you pay for your sins if you want to carry on the Morton name that Ricky and Ricky's father, Paul Morton, built up for decades.
And I have no disrespect for Ricky Morton whatsoever. In fact, if you're a fan and you don't know who Ricky Morton is, ask your grandmother and watch her blush.
You know, I did not ask Kerry Morton about this, so it is pure speculation, just an observation on my part. Are those tights meant to look like Terry Funk's?
I think that's an accurate statement. I see that the comparison there.
How Delulu is this guy? Like, are you kidding me?
He's fucking Lululemon. Oh, wait a minute. Kerry's telling Ricky, his dad, you embarrassed me. My house? Kerry is delusional as all hell. Kerry hired Shane Mercer to beat up the Morton's tag team opponents behind Ricky's back. What a vote of non-confidence to one of the greatest tag wrestlers of all time to say, hey, Dad, we can't beat him without help of the most dangerous mercenary in the company.
Kerry still not eager to lock up with the legend Ricky Morton.
What, you think this is the first beating, the first whooping that Kerry's gotten in his life from Ricky? Not at all.
Wait, wow. Oh, man.
3 points.
Hey, Kerry doesn't sell it, and that's what's important. And they lock up.
Kerry's got more important problems, collar and elbow. Hey, Kerry's been in this sport his whole life thanks to his dad, so he's got more seasoning, more veteran mindset than anybody in their early to mid-20s.
Kerry may be a young man, but he's been making the towns, doing the loops. He's been getting his envelopes and moving on to the next town. This is a crafty veteran in the body of a spry young man.
And he's done 2 push-ups. Does he think that's going to impress anybody? Sidestep by Ricky Morton. And Kerry cowers in the corner.
Kerry Morton may be seasoned for his age, but I understand his food comes with no seasoning whatsoever.
Well, Kerry going to get a lesson of a lifetime. Other people will have to pay for a seminar to learn as much as Kerry will learn if he shuts his mouth and opens that empty space between his ears in this match. Look out, hip lock! Nicely done.
Great hip toss by Ricky Morton, and this crowd goes wild. I think because almost everyone in here was beat up by their father at one point, and they're excited to see it happen to somebody else.
Is that your new favorite hip toss in JCW, Zach?
No, it still definitely counts. But that was very, very good. Ricky Morton can learn a thing or two from Caleb Conley.
Oh, don't even get down that road. Ricky's going to hear this broadcast. That is, if anybody can hear anything over the deafening crowd.
I just saw Kerry mouth, not that there's anything wrong with that.
Kerry the side headlock. Great form, great execution. Take nothing away from the man's talent. As much of a bastard as he is. Wait a minute, into the ropes. Oh, Ricky Morton, the takedown. Gonna beat him, gonna catch him off guard.
Referee narrowly avoiding getting smushed in the ropes.
Yeah, stay out of harm's way. This is father and son. This is as personal as it gets.
And it's amazing you move that fast, being the referee does look like a turtle without its shell.
No wasted motion on the part of Ricky Morton. This guy knows exactly what to do when and to last for 60 minutes if he needs to.
Slapping some sense into Kerry.
Kerry trying to punk out his dad.
Getting in the ropes, going for that rope break.
One shot's all it took. And a second one. Oh, Kerry Morton. In a bad way. This is karma coming back to you, pal.
Kerry sent to the outside. He might need dental work after that.
Oh, poor baby.
I hope he's still on his dad's health insurance. He needs the dental.
Oh.
In the hard way goes Kerry Morton.
Just like Kerry Morton, disrespect his father every step of the way and then go to him for a handout. That wouldn't surprise me a single bit.
And if you think all these people here don't like Kerry Morton, think about being Ricky. Think about being Ricky, and every time you look at him, you know he could have just been a blowjob.
Oh, wait a minute. Kerry sends Ricky Stardom first to the corner. A cheap shot, a shortcut against his own father.
Ooh.
How does Kerry stoop to a new low seemingly every couple of minutes?
A new low. He's trying to win the fucking match, Joe.
He should. If he wasn't such a wise ass and a dumb shit, he wouldn't be in this situation to begin with. Oh, into the buckle. Put all of his weight behind it, did Kerry Morton, and Ricky hits hard spine first.
Can you imagine the bravery to face your own father in the squared circle while 500 feral juggalos scream at you that you suck dick? Have these people been reading my nightmare journals?
It seems that this Albuquerque crowd does have a preoccupation with that one act, Zach.
Well, you want to paint Kerry as a hero or a martyr? I don't think Kerry had a damn choice. This is a hell of a booking decision from Violent J as far as I'm concerned.
Well, I think this is the match everybody wanted to see after all the shenanigans between father and son.
Back body drop with authority. Back
Oh
elbow.
no, Kerry's fucked. Now he's wrestling Ricky's match.
Hell yeah. I feel like I'm in the Omni or the Dorton Arena. High knee. Greensboro Coliseum, you name it. Ricky's headlined and sold out them all.
He's been everywhere and been in with all of them. Hell, he's on TV with FTR these days.
Oh, look how Kerry Morton backing his father into the corner, those shoulder thrusts.
He may be on TV with FTR, but maybe if he was a better FATHER, he wouldn't be in this predicament right now.
Oh, Kerry's in the predicament now. Went for that knee lift with a knee pad down, and his bone just hit barely protected steel. Oh, no, tripped up Ricky Morton. No, don't do this, not like this. Damn it to hell.
God damn it.
Doing.
I'm not sure this is as weight-bearing as you'd like it to be, Kerry.
This is repulsive.
Hey, that's what a winner looks like. He's willing to do anything.
A shortcut to beat his own father.
Hey, the new generation, baby.
Me?
The new generation with a giant win.
Well, there's a new low light to my career. Oh, no, come on. What's wrong with you?
Talk about a man who's not afraid to show his ass.
Have some damn, well, he's a horse's ass. He showed everybody where his brains are.
Ricky Morton's still a legend no matter what. At the end of the day, you can't take that away.
Crowd is jacked tonight in Albuquerque, and we are ready for our main event. And if you want to experience the same kind of fun these fans are tonight, be aware that JCW is on tour across the country. Dates coming near you. Stay posted when we're coming to your part of the country. And Zach Amico, always out here looking so fly, so good, better than all of us. I want to know where you hang out online to end up looking the way you do.
If you, like me, want to be the baddest looking motherfucker on the block, you need to go to the Psychopathic Vault. That's shop.insaneclownposse.com and get all the freshest duds and tell them Zach sent you.
I'll tell you what, it's the most important tag team title match in recent memory in JCW. The titles are vacant in the tag title tournament moments before battle.
All right, guys. You guys know what's at stake tonight.
Oh, yeah.
The fans expect a winner. There is going to be a new JCW World Tag Team Champion tonight.
I think you guys are looking at the new champions. That's right. Backseat Boys, three-time JCW Tag Team Champion.
That's right. The belts are coming back where they belong, in the back seat of the brothers.
Nah. The belts are coming where they belong, to the best JCW brother tag team, the Brothers of Fun Destruction.
Class thinks you're the best brother tag.
Seriously?
Like, come on. All right, you know what?
Come on, guys. Let's save it. Save it for
Hold on.
later.
All right, you know what? He's right. Let's have a fair match.
Okay.
Let's leave it all on the line tonight, all right? Make the best brother tag team win. How about that?
Put it there.
Ladies and gentlemen, recently the JCW Tag Team Championship belts were vacated. And here at JCW, we have had a tournament. That tournament comes down to these next two tag teams. The winner will win these belts. This next match is our main event. It is for the JCW Tag Team Championship. Introducing first. Weighing in a combined weight of 375 pounds, from Second Planet Brothers, the team of Tommy and JP Wilson, the Lunacy
Well, Boy Band Fever came back alive here at Juggalo Championship Wrestling with Tommy and JP first on the scene to capture 2 JCW tag titles, defeating the Southern Six as well as the Altar Boys Bang and Matthews. But Tommy and JP lost those titles when some money got passed to a hired mercenary, and Tommy and JP got decimated just like the rest of the roster has. Can the boy band be resilient to come back and be in front of center stage with a sold-out crowd chanting their name again tonight?
And they're not just a boy band, Joe. They're a band of brothers.
Yep.
Tommy and JP want to prove they are the best tag team who also happen to be brothers in the history of the promotion. And there's one team that is here to say no, no, no to that, and that is the Brothers of Construction.
Looking for reign number 3 are Tommy and JP. Of course, inspired by the original Backseats, Trent Acid, Johnny Kashmere, a legacy of over 25 years. Times in recent memory, it looked like the Brothers of Construction were going to be the tag team champions. One time that decision was called back due to a referee technicality. The second time was really a photo finish. The Brothers of Construction had a fall, a submission I believe, the same time the Backseats had a pin. But the unfortunate thing was the referee recognized the Backseats as legal in that 3-team match that moment. The Brothers of Construction have proven in the past for 700 plus days and in recent memory with those 2 close calls. They're good enough to be champions, but can they finish is tonight's question.
The Backseat Boys won their first JCW World Tag Team Championships on their debut with the company in Detroit. They have video of themselves as children at JCW events cheering on the original Backseats. They very much consider themselves Juggalos through and through, but when you hear the crowd reaction to the Brothers of Construction, well, how do you out-Juggalo two massive clowns?
That's a great point, but Mark, I really think it's important that you mention that all four of these men consider themselves firmly entrenched in what JCW is all about. And I think Ruffo's going to outshine the Backseats when it comes to disrobing.
Both teams family and also consider themselves family with this crowd, and I guess by extension each other. So it's going to be very interesting to see how they. Whoa.
Man, it's not even my birthday.
Yeah, don't get too excited, Zach.
Zach, you ever think that Ruffo would outshine JP and Tommy Grayson in a striptease?
Hey, you know what? I think a lot of the ladies here like it Ruffo.
Well, but back to your point, Mark, I want to touch on this again because we saw in the back, they ended their confrontation and their pre-match instructions by the senior referee, Jeff the Ref, with a handshake. I think that's so important because these guys are going to fight their asses off for what they believe in. They both want to be the best, but at the end of the day, they respect each other and what JCW is all about.
Sportsmanship rules the day if noogies count as sportsmanship.
Hey, Jeff says it's legal. Let's run with it. Oh, look out. We talked about a couple of brothers teaming together. Who has the best chemistry? They've known each other all their lives, but who can out-quicken or out-teamwork the other? That backseat synergy, second to none. Do-si-do by the Brothers of Construction.
And we've yet to see any type of trying to make this a regular tag match. All the competitors staying in the ring. Oh, there goes Tommy.
And the first double team of the matchup. Your main event here on Lunacy.
Send in the clowns.
Man, so many elbow chops like popping out of a clown car. They keep coming and coming.
An assisted one.
4 legs on top of JP Grayson. This could be it. Champions again. Only 2 Brothers of Construction looking to add to that history-making title reign that lasted well over 700 days. What we've seen so far, gentlemen, is 2 teams who have not had to confer or verbalize. They know where the other is at all times. They're thinking in synergy. They're thinking like one. That's what makes them so good.
Keep your eye on Tommy.
Tommy gets the pin. Beautiful drop kick.
And the Brothers of Construction may be all fun and games from appearance, but these are 2 big, tough, rude dudes who get the job done. And with that being said, the Backseats, they may be beautiful, they may be flashy, but they are very talented competitors, and either of them will make great JCW Tag Team Champions.
Backseat elbow, leg drop for 2. You make a great point that the Brothers of Construction, deceptively tall, deceptively powerful, deceptively dangerous. They wouldn't have the resume they do if not for anything else. And Tommy and JP certainly are much more than a couple of pretty faces and washboard abs. Oh, check out the vertical leap to drop kick a man about 6'4" right in the face.
I think we know what we're going for here.
Stirring it up.
Acid reflux.
Boy, did I feel that today, brother.
Don't have any flashbacks on us out here. Tommy Grayson, a couple of near falls. You can see even Tommy Grayson's appearance. Little Trent Acid-esque tribute to his roots. That's how much this means to Tommy Grayson. He's fighting not just for himself, but for the name, the legacy that they carry on. And a shot to the outside to Ruffo.
And this is a very aggressive Tommy Grayson. One that we do not see all the time, the way he's throwing those forearms, the way he's barking out at the crowd. There are no flights of fancy happening in this match. These men want to fucking win.
I've gone outside of JCW. Oh, watch this from the top. Beautiful crossbody on both back seats.
And Yabo gonna tag in Ruffo. And to your point, Zach, about the aggression, remember the back seats didn't really agree with the tournament to begin with. They thought when the titles were vacated, they should go back to them because the back seats were the previous champions. That's not how it works here under Violent J's watch. But the back seats have a chance to, in their mind, right or wrong. But they gotta get through the brothers and the jabs of Ruffo. Little bit of hip swivel.
Oh. Now, how do we know that's not loaded, Jeff?
Whoa!
Oh, Jeff almost found out.
Yeah, the hard way. Here comes JP. Roll up tag titles to the winners. No. Oh, JP was half a second away. You could feel it.
I hope he doesn't. Whoa.
Oh.
Hit him with an uppercut.
Yep. That's how that was going to go.
And Yabo and Ruffo are feeling it in the moment.
Tommy.
Looking for a double team.
Tommy not allowing them to pull any of these shenanigans.
Smart move by Tommy. Knew his brother needed him.
Excellent strategy.
You talk about the intensity the backseats are bringing to this match. I've called their matches in other places when they took those JCW championships on the road. Watch out for the T gimmick.
That'll do it. Backseats are 3-time champions. Whoa!
Get out of town!
So much of the backseat's identity is wrapped up in being JCW tag champs, and you're absolutely right. They're going for number 3. Brothers of Construction going for number 2. Though in terms of total days held, the brothers had those tag titles for quite a bit longer.
You're 100% right, but so much of the backseat's identity is also wrapped up in finishing their matches with the T gimmick, and it didn't work.
I've never seen anybody kick out of that before, I think.
And as Ruffo recovers, backseats feel disrespected. It's not time for balloons. Well, I don't know if it's time for that either, but... Oh, wait a minute! Yabo just discharged from that flower. Oh, my God!
Oh, no!
That wasn't that balloon!
This crowd is loving the teamwork of the brothers!
Whoop, whoop, driver! Brothers of Construction have done it!
History made here in Albuquerque tonight. The Brothers of Construction are once again in the pole position of the tag division in Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
We may be in Albuquerque, but tonight it's Clown Town all around as the Brothers of Construction regain the JCW Tag Team titles they once so proudly held.
What a moment. The brothers have been chasing those tag titles again for what feels like close to a year, and they can add to that already history-making legacy. They did it their way, the JCW way.
And they're offering a round of applause for the backseats.
Backseats fought their asses off. Nothing but respect to both these teams. Matches like this are what JCW is all about.
There's no shame in the game of the backseat boys. They fought to the bitter, bitter end, and they were just that close to getting those championships for a third time.
Well, we started it with a handshake in the locker room area. It's only fitting we finish it. Family on family.
And family do not fight.
Well, and if they do, they come out of it, shake hands as closer than they were before.
Look at that, a peacekeeping.
Yeah, brothers having some fun.
Yeah.
A little good-natured rib. Nothing wrong with that. I think that's the brothers' way of showing respect.
Yeah, that was them inducting. That was the first Leslie Clown College.
I mean, look at the number of clowns we see in the audience here tonight. These guys fit right in. Nothing wrong with it in JCW.
Yeah, they're all living vicariously through Yabo and Ruffo. Hey, what the hell?
Whoa.
Tommy, what the hell are you doing? Oh, come on, guys. Don't do this. You don't want to do this. No! Just kick this damn head off, practically.
Stereo super kicks from the backseat boys, who maybe took that as a sign of disrespect.
Well, obviously they took it personally, way more personally than they should. Tommy and JP have lost their rabbit-ass minds.
And I have never seen these backseat boys act like this before.
Oh, the frustration over not regaining those tag titles that were such an important part of their identity that you talked about, Mark.
Tommy swinging for the fences.
Chair shots in stereo and now right to the lungs, it looked like.
Trying to cave in the sternums of the clowns.
Come on, you weren't the better team tonight. There'll be other nights. Don't screw up your legacy like this.
And they're not done.
Get somebody out here. Yabo Ruffo just had a hell of a match. He got jumped from behind. No, come on. JP. No, not Kamikaze. Just drove his face into the steel chair. This is not.
Oh, no.
This is brutal.
And there's more beating to come.
Come on. No! They're trying to concuss. They're trying to put the Brothers of Construction out of wrestling.
Well, I think the next time the Brothers of Construction put their paint on in the back, they're going to be covering up some bruises from the beating they just took from the backseat boys post-match.
I don't recognize the backseats right now. This is sick as hell. This had nothing to do with this tag title match. Shake hands like family and fight another day. Come on, Tommy. Tom, think about this. Jesus. Just drove the side of his head in that chair, that twist of fate.
Oh my goodness. That's how they treat their fellow juggalos, their family. What has happened to the backseats?
Well, they've snapped. They've gone off the deep end. The pressure of holding those titles, obviously, just too much for them. And those aren't yours. And I'm thinking maybe you don't earn another shot at those for a long-ass time based on how you're carrying yourself right now.
The backseat boys taking a seat, letting the crowd know the backseat is here to stay.
We don't need to linger on this, guys. This is awful. Come on.
Through their cane, that means they're willing to not walk for the rest of the night in order to try and hit one of these guys.
Well, Tommy and JP wanted the night to be about backseat back on top of the tag division, but a whole new and ugly side of Tommy and JP Grayson has just been exposed.